Welcome back to Amanda Plays Games. We are back in the Oregon/California Trail. And we are going to keep going, I suppose. We've done everything we need to do here at Tragedy Springs, so we can just head on our way. Alright, so let's see. Hangtown, a burgeoning outpost and the first sign of real civilization for immigrants coming down the Sierra Nevada into California. Or Grizzly Flats, a relative flat patch in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. So, I guess if we want to stop at the most places, we have to go Grizzly Flats first and then Hangtown. That's how we hit everything. Because otherwise, if we hit Hangtown, the only way to go will be to Sutter's Mill. But if we go here, then we'll have to go here anyway. So let's go to Grizzly Flats. Collect pelts for a medicine. Collect meat for a coffee. I don't know what this is. A buffalo? The party leave Tragedy Springs and its bubbling waters behind to continue their descent into California, where there are only a handful of miles from the end of their long adventure. Oh, they are only. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, that sounds bad. It sounds like some kind of giant crow just landed. A group of crows begin to circle the wagon, possibly attracted to the smell of food scraps. It's after the gold! Stop the crow! Stop it! Stop. Whoosh. As fast as it came, it is gone again, taking the purloined nugget with it. Oh, I thought I hit the button. Oh, at least it didn't steal any food. It's a small mercy. Stupid crows. We probably shouldn't just have our gold chilling out. We should probably have it in a box or something. You know. So it's not rattling around. Let's see how Hezekiah is with hunting. Ooh. I think it's buffalo. Oh, man. That's good enough. I mean... Oh, there we go. When it's at an angle, that's the hard part. Nah, we'll stop. I have 7 bullets left, which... if we got enough pelts and everything and meat, I'm not going to worry too much about. I only have enough stamina to carry 100. Let's obtain the pelts. We use the knife. It'll break, but we got 8 pelts. And that gets us everything we need. So we're good to just get gold. Whoa, the screen shook. Ah, we didn't get... It said we carried 100 back. I feel cheated. That's okay. I didn't really care, honestly. Alright, let's mine. 6 or 7 gold. Mine for gold. We'll dig. Because we dropped our nitro on the ground and it exploded. We got 1 nugget. We'll give Octavio a break. We'll have Rachel do some mining. She got 1 nugget. Why are we all only getting 1 nugget here? one nugget. We'll give her a break, and we'll have... What was her name? Hannah? Yep, we'll have Hannah do it. Oh, my nose is itchy. Okay. Keep digging, girl. They're all gonna get dysentery now that they're dirty. That's it. No more gold. So it was 2, 4, 5. 5 pieces of gold. You know, I'll take it. 26. Oh, Hannah's gonna get dysentery again. Holy moly. For like the 14th time. Hopefully we can get to our next stop. And we can trade for some clothes or something. Before she starts pooping all over the place. Spreading her dysentery like crazy. We have not found anybody from the Donna Reed party since we first saw them. Okay. This is an actual, like, town. The trail meanders lazily toward Grizzly Flats, a respite from the steep descent from Carson Pass. The trees thin out a little, providing natural clearings in which westward wagons can stop. Well, we got one medicine. We should give it to Dysentery Hannah over here. Oh. What? Did she heal her own dysentery? Or is my... I think my whole place here just glitched out. Oh no, she didn't get dysentery. That's right, we haven't gotten it yet. I made up an entire scenario in my head. Okay, I guess it's a... we don't need pelts. Let's do some pelt trading for nitroglycerin. What we really need is hygiene, but... Well, hello there, Tall Edna. A group of prospectors named this place after a grizzly bear that interrupted their evening meal. I think the bear must have thought it was getting a meal of its own. Oh. It was Southworth. Hey, how's it going? How's the band? First Eureka, and now Grizzly Flats. James is dead set on making money by digging up half the mountainside. I don't think there's anything in it myself. There's no need to worry, though. I finally made enough money playing the fiddle to pay for my freedom. Congrats! I'll be able to make my own decisions about where I go from now on. Yeah, live your own life, dude. Oh, I'm happy. A number of prospecting holes have been dug here, with some success. My friends and I may stay here for a while and see if we can make something of it ourselves. Still nobody from the Donna Reed party. I guess we'll rest a day. And then we'll mosey on. Alright. Yep, let's go. Sorry about all the ice jingling in my water. Usually, it's silent because I don't drink ice water. I just drink cold water. But we bought some ice, and there was too much. And so I put the rest in my big old tumbler. So now it's rattling around in there. Alright, collect meat, collect pelts. But I don't really care about any of that. We're going to get gold. We have a couple nitro left. We're going to try to do it. The party leaves the pleasant surroundings of Grizzly Flats behind them, nearing the end of their quest to California's goldfields. What did I just say? Dysentery. Can't believe this. Okay, well, it took 3 of our medicine, but hopefully... I'm frightened to move any of this stuff. Because I won't... Shoot! Oh, jeez, it scared me. Alright, Hannah. Get to work. Oof. It scared me really badly. I was terrified. I thought we were dead. Because all of our nitro just... Could we stop? Hannah, thank you for recovering from dysentery. Holy moly. It's very stressful traveling with nitroglycerin. Fishing. Oh, we could fish. Sure. Yeah, we could fish. I don't like that it's right next to each other. Ugh. Okay. Go fishing. Let's have... Who has the most stamina? Oh, poor Octavio. Alright, Octavio. You got this. Let's catch some biggins. Pink salmon. 21 inches, 20 pounds. That's pretty good. Chinook salmon trophy. 58 inches. That is a whopper of a fish. And I don't know much about fish, but I know what 58 inches looks like. I don't want to run into a fish like that. Tin can. I don't know what happens with those tin cans. I'm kind of mad we don't get to use them for anything. It went away the second I cast my line. Alright, a bit fishy. Another Chinook salmon, but it's a teeny one. A heavy one, but a small one compared to the other one. Or just not very good quality. Besides size, I don't know what makes a fish good or bad quality. Well, there's more fish and land over here. Oh, here we go. Fish. Kiwi. Interesting. Alright, that's it. 100 pounds of fish. We don't have a knife, so we're gonna lose some, but honestly, we're okay for food. I don't have a knife. Alright, let's get some nitro on here. Oh, please, don't blow up. Just let us get to the nitro. There we go. The gold mine, I mean. Whew, okay. 9 or 10 nuggets. Alright. Mine for gold. Use the nitro. We'll have Rachel do it. She's very precise. Octavio would have been fine too, but we're going to give him a break. Shazam! None of these raccoons care. Nice. Hygiene got better. Morale got better. Health got better. 7 nuggets. These raccoons weren't even bothered. Oh, dysentery. Why dysentery? These people and their dysentery. It's like trading cards. I'm honestly surprised that they've made it this far, having dysentery like 700 times between all 4 of them. Hangtown is in 4 miles. Let's see what we're like for time. I think we can go all the way to California. Don't we just have, I think we're on the last leg, right? Or is this a middle leg? No. We're almost to California. We already passed the Sierra Nevada. Nestled in the western foothills of the Sierra Nevada, Hangtown marks the last real outpost before the end of the California Trail at SUTTER'S Mill. Yeah, we're good. But we didn't do any of those things. Anybody got any clothes? I really need clothes. Let's sell our pelt. We have 1. Good, okay. 6. I'm really upset that we don't have... Ava. Westbound travelers mix with established miners in the streets of the small town. My husband and I were recently married at Fort Bridger. I know, I was there. We were so happy to be starting our new life together, but we were not welcome in Oregon when we arrived. Well, that won't do. No government could tell me that I can't live happily ever after. It's a true shame that we can't settle where we wanted. But my dearest is quite right. Our love is true, and we will not be deterred. That's why we've come south to California. Tall Edna. Thousands are moving to California thanks to the gold rush. The miners set up small camps to begin with, but they need food and shelter just the same as anyone else, so stores start opening up pretty soon. And pretty soon, you've got yourself a new town. I was like, that sentence doesn't make any sense, but I got it. Hangtown didn't have a sheriff's office until just last year. Even now, the mob sometimes takes justice into their own hands. That's why this town has such an unfortunate name. Oh. We'll rest here. Hopefully, dysentery Susan over here can help get over it a little bit. Oh, nope, she's just booting everywhere. I swear. We'll use 1, but we might need medicine for... I'll trade. If we can get you down to 1 gold nugget, I'll trade you that for 5 toolboxes. Sure. Okay, and let's do some repairs. Oof. We just fixed this, so it should be safe. But I don't know how that works. Let's rest for 1 more day. And hopefully maybe we can get some different trades. Is that how that works? Nope. Okay. That's fine. It didn't hurt anybody's morale, so I guess let's go. We've got 1 more leg of the journey. I say we just finish it. The very end of the California Trail. From here, individuals seeking gold and glory can make their way to the gold fields. Restore Hannah's health, All characters must survive. Cooking. Health. Yes, let's go. It's exactly what we need. The party strikes out on the final stretch of their long journey. Sutter's Mill in California gold fields await them. A woman, clearly a farmer by her clothes and demeanor, waves from the side of the trail to get the party's attention. Thank you so much for stopping. I hate to bother you, but I have an enormous favor to ask. I have a small farm nearby. I need to plow my fields for the wheat before winter, but my ox has become lame. I don't have time to wait for her to heal. Could I possibly borrow one of your oxen to hitch to my plow? Shouldn't take more than a couple hours, and I'll promise I'll treat him real careful. Sure. We have enough, honestly. Thanks so much. I'll be quick as lightning, and you can get back on the trail. Honestly, even if she cheats us, we still have 2 ox, and hardly any time to travel, so. She brought him back. Thank you so much. He's exhausted. Your boy's an absolute darling to handle, and a hard worker to boot. I've brought you something to say thank you, including one of the pieces of gold I dug from the field. Okay. Oops, I didn't read what she said. Bye. Our poor ox is exhausted. Uh-oh, these people are looking sad. Yep, the Reeds. My God, you're the group we met all that time ago, just before we headed into the mountains. Forgive my rudeness. This is my husband, James, the man who was exiled from our group. Looking back, I suppose that was a blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise? How could that possibly be? Well, we got snowed in and had to eat each other. It was pretty bad. Margaret, why don't you go rest? You need it, after what you've been through. No, I want to talk to them. I need to get used to talking about it anyway. It's not like they'll be the last to ask. Actually, I think the Reeds, Margaret Reed and their daughters, I think the Reed family, were like the only family that didn't consume human flesh. Everybody else admitted to consuming human flesh, but the Reed family stuck with it that they never did. Even so, that would be pretty darn traumatizing to see, you know. It happened just after we met, in fact. Our party traveled into the mountains hoping to cross them quickly and reach Sutter's Fort before winter. But an early snow set in and we had to set up makeshift cabins and wait it out. Snow never did thaw, though. Most of our oxen had run off or starved, and we had no more provisions. Well, we struggled to endure through that. After I was exiled, I traveled ahead of the wagons and crossed the mountains first. Then I waited. Each day they didn't arrive, I felt as if my heart was on tenterhooks. After much time, I was finally able to convince a rescue party to come search with me. When we arrived, some of the things we saw, well, they surpassed the limits of description and almost of imagination. James. Oh, yes, well, it is what it is. I did what was necessary to survive, for our children to survive. Is there anything else you wanted to ask us? We'll answer what we can, but we must be getting back to the children soon. I also think the Reeds were the only family to survive completely. So in reality, they were out there, I think, for like 5 months on Truckee Lake. I think they got snowed in November, and they were able to get out in March or April. They were up there for a long time. And that snow that year was like 20 feet deep. It was wild. Just after we'd set up camp in the mountains, a storm blew in that lasted for 8 days straight. So many of our oxen died during it. I even had to promise the Graves I'd pay them double for some of their oxen once we made it to California. Of course, we all eventually became desperate, and they came to collect. They took the last of the hides we had to eat. I suppose it was fair. There's no use for money when you're starving. Once we'd been stuck up in the mountains for quite a while, some people were even too weak to get out of bed. Being trapped inside our cabins, because of the constant snow, eating leather and bones. It's enough to make one go mad. Are children good? It wasn't long after I left with the first relief party, children in tow, that I realized my two youngest were too weak to cross the snowdrifts. There was no way they were going to make it, but my eldest still could. One of the men offered to go back with little Patty and Thomas and leave them in the care of the families that hadn't yet left. I just had to let them go. Do you know what Patty told me before they went back? She said that if I never see her again, I should do the best I can. How can a child, not even 10 years of age, come to be so selfless? Let's talk about George Donner. We weren't able to take him with us. He was too ill to walk. Must have cut his hand or something. That is true. He got an infection. He has a nasty infection all the way to his shoulder. His wife, Tamsin, stayed with him, though, and the next relief party was right behind us, so I'm sure he'll be fine. James, I'm going to go check on the children now. Apologies for cutting this short, but I'm glad we bumped into you folks again. Please stay safe on the rest of your journey and look out for your own. I can't help thinking that it's my fault that this happened to my family. I'm the one who wouldn't listen to Kleiman when he warned us about the trail. You need to put your faith in the right people, the ones that actually care about you and yours. I hope you folks can avoid making the same mistakes I did. So the Reeds, I was just doing a little research because it's pretty easy to look up. But the Reeds and the Breens made it through the winter without a single death. Both families. There were two families. And according to a letter by the daughter that she talked about, Patty, their family was the only one that refused to eat human flesh. So they ate things like their hides, they ate things like their shoes and belts, anything that was made of leather, they ate it. They stewed it up, they cooked it up, they ate it, gnawed on bones and everything. It was pretty bad. So, pleasant scent of frying garlic and onions reached the party. Yes, let's restore health. Cook. There we go. Cookie. Octavio decides to use this spice set full of secret ingredients to add extra kick to his dish. Octavio, religious, cooks an enormous, delicious dinner for the party. Octavio offers a small prayer before the party digs in. And Hannah got dysentery. These two, they're trading dysentery around like Pokemon cards. Come dawn, the party gets ready to move on. Cheese and crackers, I tell you what. Maybe we can finally hear the end of the story. Yeah, the nitro makes me nervous too. Trust me. Alright. Rachel has recovered from dysentery, you know? Good for her. We'll see how long that lasts. Oh, Hannah's health. Ugh. It's not gonna happen. You know, at this point, I'd be happy if all four of them made it. With how many times they've all gotten dysentery. Yeah, let's share some food and let's finish the story. The cave was a most horrible place, for my people watched at the mouth and would kill the people eaters as they came out to get water. My people would ask them if they would be like us and not eat like coyotes or beasts. People eaters talked the same language, but they would not give up. My people were tired, and they went to work and gathered wood and began to fill up the mouth of the cave. At last my people set it on fire. At the same time they cried out to them, "Will you give up and be like men and not eat like beasts?" No answer came from them. Then my people all left the place. In 10 days some went back to see if the fire had gone out. I went back to my 3rd or 5th great-grandfather and told him the people eaters must all be dead. There was such a horrible smell. It is said that the tribe we exterminated had reddish hair. I have some of their hair, which has been handed down from father to son. My daughter will one day wear the mourning dress trimmed with this reddish hair. No other family has such a dress. Man, Hannah loved that story about cannibals being burnt alive in a cave. That was right up Hannah's alley. Let's get this last nitro. 8 or 9 gold. Mine for gold. Use the nitro. We'll have Rachel do it. It's one of the few things that Octavio doesn't have to do. Run back, Rachel. Boom, baby. Those coyotes don't even care. Yahoo! 7 gold nuggets came raining down. $40 gold. A nice even number. As long as we don't lose any. As long as nobody steals it. As long as a crow doesn't whoop down. I like this even number going on. Plus 10 gold nuggets for each person. Perfect. What's up ahead? Are you talking about Sutter's Mill? Oh, I think we've made it. And even though Hannah has dysentery for the 17th time, she has also made it to California. With all her gold, she can buy medicine and cure her dysentery and buy enough clothes to never get sick again. The end. Woo-woo! We made it! Sutter's Mill. Hooray! At last, Sutter's Mill. The end of a long and harrowing trek from Fort Hall. Originally a sawmill, the site is now bustling with the activity of hopefuls searching for gold. Beyond, the gold fields of California are waiting, full of riches and glory for those who have risked the perilous journey. With an astonishing collection of 40 gold nuggets already in their wagon, the party has a very fortunate head start on building a prosperous new life for themselves in California. Plus 50 gold. Here we go. We done it. We done it. We're here. Congratulations, your party has reached Sutter's Mill. In 76 days. Pretty good. Despite great odds, the party's wagon made it across the Sierra Nevada and into California by November 4th, 1851. Whew, nobody died. Thankfully. Octavio survived and reached California. He got dysentery one time but wasn't injured. He amassed a considerable fortune, only to spend most of it on extravagant parties. Oh, Octavio, you rascal. Rachel survived and reached California. She got dysentery 3 times, but no injuries. Spent many years searching for gold in vain, but eventually found a respectable job and settled down. That's good. This one, Hannah. She contracted dysentery 5 times and broke her leg. decided against panning for gold and instead opened a successful general store. She was done after this. She was like, no more. Hezekiah survived and reached California. He had dysentery once. He donated large sums of gold to charitable causes over many years, becoming a local legend. He was never heard either. Well, congrats everybody who made it. It's a pretty good score. 16,239. Nice. Nice. An adept wagon leader. Alright. We unlocked the prospector class. So that means we've unlocked everything as far as classes and items go. And this was our final Oregon Trail episode. The only thing that I haven't done is the stuff where it's just basically like the easy version of the Oregon Trail, the hard version of the Oregon Trail, and the non-playable one. But besides that, we have done every... See, this one is the sightseer one. So this one, I think it's like the easiest one. And this is non-interactive. This one's the hard one. So all three of these are just the Oregon Trail again. And I won't play those on the channel. Then we did this one, this one, this one. We got all of the journeys, all the journeys. I mean, I don't think they're any different. I think you probably have to play these two to like get the full completion or whatever, because see, there's a little like bit of the bar that isn't, or at least this one probably. But I'm not worried about it because it's the same Oregon Trail. So we are done for the channel for Oregon Trail. Let's go ahead and read whatever journal we've unlocked. Internet influences. Where's the beef? Reach a bison hunting waypoint after 1849. In a 2016 blog post, designer R. Philip Buchard explained his reasoning behind the most infamous iteration of the hunting minigame, proving a sense of actually going out into the landscape and hunting for animals, providing. Okay. In this one, life on the trail. Collect 1,000 animals. Early immigrants depended on bison not so much for their meat, but for their droppings. These buffalo chips made excellent fuel for campfires. True. Sadly, bison were driven nearly to extinction by 1906, the result of unchecked European American colonization. Also true. Gold digger. Midas touch. Collect more than 40 gold nuggets on the California Trail. The California Gold Rush began in January 1848, while workers were constructing a sawmill and found gold in the tail race. More than 300,000 people came to California seeking gold, and the economic boom that accompanied them helped California become a state in 1850. Nice. Arrive at Sutter's Mill. Fortune seekers didn't just come from the east to California. They also came by boat from Asia and even as far afield as Australia. The promise of riches and a new way of living was an irresistible draw for many. And meal ticket. Have a cook character make a perfect dish. A creative cook or cookie could surprise and delight the cowboys with special meals from time to time. Perhaps they would find a nest of rare eggs and make an unexpected dessert, or bake a delicious apple pudding. Like any good chef, a cookie might even have their own unique take on a classic dish. All right. There we go. So, that is it for the Oregon Trail. I want to give a big old thanks to every single person who was interested enough to go through all of the episodes and watch them and go through the journey with us. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in whatever we play next. Bye-bye.